A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be? Zeus Smell Poop Lord. Try again, smartass. John Egbert? Okay. Examine room. Your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered about your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. You like to program computers, but you're not very good at it. You have a fondness for paranormal lore, and you're an aspiring amateur magician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do? John, quickly retrieve arms from drawer. Your arms are in the magic chest, Poop Lord. Remove cake from magic chest. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. John, quickly retrieve arms from magic chest. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. You use these for hilarious antics. You captchalogue them in your Siladex. You have no idea what that actually means, though. There are other items in the chest. In here, you keep an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are neither of these things. Among the artifacts are 2 fake arms currently captchalogued in your Siladex, 1 pair of trick handcuffs, 1 stunt sword, 1 magician's hat, 1 pair of beagle puss glasses, several smoke pellets, several blood capsules, and 1 copy of Colonel Sasker's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery, and 1 copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Cavaney. Some of this stuff may come in handy at some point. For now, you decide to just take the smoke pellets. John, captchalogue smoke pellets. You stow the smoke pellets in one of your captchalogue cards in your Siladex. You still aren't totally sure what that means, but you're starting to get the hang of the vernacular at least. You have 2 empty captchalogue cards remaining. John, equip fake arms. You aren't totally sure if equip is a verb copacetic with the abstract behavioral medium in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. Their card is underneath the one that you just captchalogued in the smoke pellets. You will have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms. But this is probably unadvisable since you just make your room lousy with smoke. Your Siladex fetch mode is currently dictated by the logic of stack data structure. You were never all that great with data structures, and you find the concept puzzling and mildly irritating. But with any hope, perhaps you will advance new, more practical fetch modi for your Siladex with a little more experience. John, examine Problem Sleuth poster. Is it even possible to get any more hard-boiled about that? You really doubt it. This poster was one of your wisest purchases. There's a nice spot on the wall next to it. You've been meaning to hang another poster there soon. John, read note on drawer. Happy birthday, son. I am so proud of you. This note is rich with aromas of fatherly aftershaves and colognes. Besides the note is a rolled-up poster. John, take poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what is printed on the poster. You'll need some way to hang it on your wall. John, acquire hammer and nails. They will come in handy. You first place the hammer in your Siladex, but now all your captchalogue cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try to take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. John, take nails. You captchalogue 4 nails into the top card and push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck. Oh well, they're probably completely useless anyway. But you probably don't want to do that again unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences. In any case, you now feel like you have gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. The next thing you will do will probably be exceptionally meaningful. John, squawk like an imbecile and shit on your desk. This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks! Stupid, stupid, stupid! And yet the polished surface of your desk, it beckons. John, combine the nails and the hammer. You merge the top 2 cards. The hammer and the nails are now captchalogued on the same card and can be used together. John, use hammer and nails on the poster. You use the hammer and nails in conjunction with the card beneath it. John, nail poster to wall. You use the hammer, nails, and poster on the blank space on the wall. It's glorious, exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this time. John, examine Con Air poster.
I said, put the bunny back in the box.
John, examine calendar. You've marked your birthday, the 13th of April. Another day you marked was supposed to be the arrival date for a highly touted Spur beta launch. It's been 3 days already. It's starting to become a sore subject with you. John, eat cake. You are sick to death of cake. You've been eating it all day, and you have no intention of clogging your Siladex with it either. The cake stays put for now. You hear a notice on your computer. Someone is messaging you. John, examine incoming message. You pull up your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. You decorated your desktop with some rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself. You are really proud of it. Your desktop is also littered with various programming project files. You are so bad at programming, sometimes you wonder why you even bother with it. Your Pester Chum application is flashing. Someone is trying to get in touch with you. Only one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. Turn Tech Godhead began pestering ectobiologists at 1613. Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today?
I got a Little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny.
Oh hell, that is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It's like fucking Christmas up in here.
Okay, that's fine, but I just have one question, and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage?
But the seal on the bottle isn't broken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory?
All I'm saying is, don't you think Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts.
Why did the fat kid or whoever drank it know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous.
It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice.
Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning, persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage has a really punchable face. But who cares about that? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet?
No. Did you?
Man, I got 2 copies already. But I don't care. I'm not going to play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how I got slammed in Game Bro?
Game Bro is a joke, and we both know it.
Yeah. Why don't you go check your mail? Maybe it's there now.
All right.
You see the view of your yard from the window. Hanging in the tree is your tire swing. In a kid's yard, a tree without a tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. That is to say, he can hardly be considered a terribly proper gentleman at all. And there, besides your driveway, is the mailbox. The little red arm swingy dealy thing, or whatever it's called, is flipped up. What the hell is that thing called anyway? You do not have time for these semantics. The red flippy liver thing means that you have mail, and that means the beta might be there. You are about to hurry downstairs when you hear a car pull into the driveway. It looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh great, he's beating you to the mail. Oh, forget it. Check mail later. If you go downstairs to get it, he will likely monopolize hours of your time. You decide to chill out up here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you're trapped in this room, stuck, if you will, in a sense which possibly borders on the titular. And now your chum is pestering you again. The clockwork of friendship turns ceaselessly, operating the swing-lever dealies of harassment in perpetuity. Whatever, the dude can just hold his damn horses. John, examine games on CD rack. You've put countless man-hours into this assortment of quality titles. John, read Colonel Sasker's daunting text. You decide to consult with the Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. It could kill a cat if you dropped it. But to really dig into this hefty book, you will have to captcha-log it. You are not sure you're ready to logjam your other artifacts beneath it just yet. John, captcha-log fake arms again. What did you just say? You don't want to clog up your... Oh, Jesus. In a momentary lapse of concentration, you accidentally captcha-log the arms again. John, set Pesterchum status to bully. You don't think the situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to rancorous, but you still feel that Pesterchum client should reflect your mood change in some way. Bully will have to do, you guess. This unsurprisingly does nothing whatsoever. Oh, right. You forgot your chum is still pestering you. Is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard all the time I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I can blame her or anything.
Yes, it is understandable because you are really attractive. I am attractive to you.
Thank you.
JK, haha, no, I don't have it yet. My dad has the mail, and I guess I have to get it from him and see if it's there. And I've been busy spending all afternoon shitting around with my stupid Silodex. It's so frustrating.
What's your modus?
What?
How do you retrieve artifacts from it?
Oh, like, one at a time, I guess. And if I put too much in, something falls out.
Stack?
What's yours?
Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything and is awesome.
What the hell is that?
You should probably brush up on your data structures.
I guess.
Did you at least allocate your strive specibus?
No.
Could free up a card for you, plus let you attack stuff whenever things get too hard to handle. Which is never. What have you got?
Well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped under some arms.
Wow, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms and allocate the hammer to the specibus.
How?
I don't know, just use the arms on any old thing and see if it works. You stick the fake arms in the cake on your bed. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure Colonel Sasker would know the precise index of elevated hilarity. You check the back of your strive specibus for the kind abstratus you have in mind for it. Your striped specimen has been allocated with the hammer kind abstratus. The hammer has been removed from your capture log deck to your strife deck. Report progress to TG.
Okay, I did it.
Hammer kind?
Yeah.
Okay, that will be the permanent allocation for your specimen. Guess I should have mentioned that. Hope you like hammers, dude.
Yeah, well, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine it's going to be all that relevant.
Now that you've got some space in your Silodex to work with, you figure you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be way too heavy to carry around in any practical way. You guess maybe this is one respect in which cards represent some convenience. Examine Game Bro magazine. Game Bro! Why the game of the year, or whatever, isn't as good as some other stuff I like that's better. So, okay, Spurb is this game that a lot of cats seemed hella pumped off. And this beta is sitting on my desk for a review, so I'm like, yeah man, I'll read something. But I don't know, I'm like, so this is about houses or some noise? That's fine, I'm sure that's like fucking dynamite in a handbag for brosifs. But all I'm saying is, when do you get to thrash anything? While you're playing house or some shit, are you even ever in jeopardy of getting mud on your doll's dress or whatever from busting out? And I quote, the mad stunts all wicked up-ins? Know what I'm saying, bro, yo ma? I didn't exactly play the game, but I gave 1.5 hats out of 5 hats to keep it real. At this point, I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Dennis, who was over the other day. We were gonna chill in front of the Dark Knight, and he was so psyched out of it, y'all. So this one time he was leaning against the screen door, and the shit popped open, and the back deck was wet, and he slipped down the steps and broke his thumb on the lawn. It wasn't a long fall, but hey, I guess the thumb bone wasn't made for supporting the front of a huge, useless tool against wet grass. He never did watch The Dark Knight on account of Ron trucking his bawling candy-ass girth to the hospital, but it's cool. I still got another watch in me. Bro tell Wanda. Bro notes. Dennis was so wasted! I mean, damn. Capture log game, bro. It might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily. Capture log magician's hat. You expend your final card on the magician's hat. John, get funny glasses, too. You don't have a free card in your Silodex. However, you are able to merge the beagle pus with the magician's hat to create a clever disguise. John, wear disguise to fool Dad. John? Who is this John you speak of? You are quite certain there has never been, nor will ever be... Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. While you are wearing the items, they remain on the card, but it is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it. You exit into the hallway. On one of the wall hangs a picture of a fella who sure knows how to have a laugh. A man after your own heart. You always thought he looked a lot like Michael Cera, but your dad swears on the many hallowed tombs of Egypt that it is not. You are not sure about that, though. On the other wall is another one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins, as he is quick to correct anyone who would venture such brazen assumption. John, go downstairs. The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch-nemesis, Betty Crocker, and the rich, buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagined. You check out the shelves of fanciful harlequins. Look at this fucking garbage. You hate this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad can be a real cornball. Sometimes at night you pray for burglars. A bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire, because that's what a fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace, damn it! Categorically, at all times, without exception. As a domestic myth of unaccountable origin holds, a home borrows the spirit of the flame for as long as it will make a guest of it, much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon is an errant thief, and her pale fire she snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You are almost certain Mark Twain said that?